Hello everybody, welcome to Coffee Vlog. It's my sister.
Hello.
Jasmine Poulton. Do you want to... What do we do?
I forgot, back there was a funeral director. It's called Stuart Poulton.
Stuart, alright,
well,
well,
funny. What's our name too?
it's Poulton's Sons, there's a lot of thing in as well. This isn't me copying, I don't know if you've ever seen Seinfeld does comedians in cars getting coffee.
Yeah.
This isn't me copying that, it's just my sister's picking me up because we're going back to Chelmsford. Did you want to introduce yourself, Jasmine?
Hello everybody, I'm Jasmine Poulton, Luke Poulton's sister. I almost said the brother.
This is at the moment has been that I've been getting comedians every single episode, but what's the thing that you do?
Saying I'm not funny.
No, well, yeah, I remember you were one of the people that did get me to do stand-up comedy.
Really?
I remember there was one time where I was telling you about this time where I was at a bus stop and this man had come over to me and was asking for directions, and the next minute he started saying to me, "Oh, you've got a really lovely face." And I didn't know what to say, and then I started just saying, "Yeah, you got to go this way." He was like, "Come on, just take the compliment." And then you were like, "Oh, you should go do stand-up comedy because you tell stories in a funny way." And I was like, "Okay." I didn't tell that story in a funny way there, but you were one of the people that said you should do this.
Oh, I don't remember that.
But what have you started doing recently? That's almost.
Well, I'm an actor and a writer, which I've done for. I did when I was much younger, when I was like 10,
Yeah,
and
well,
when I was a teenager, and then I started studying theatre again. Oh, went too fast. Don't tell her. In New York at Stella Adler about 4 years ago. So I do that, but I've also just recently started like a poetry community / weekly night where I live in Los Angeles. That's like, and it's a mix of like poetry and music. And it's supposed to be like a free experimental space for people to share their work. And I'll tell some jokes. Sometimes I tell a joke.
What was it you said the other week? You read out a letter from.
I read a complaint letter, an actual complaint letter that I wrote to the CEO of British Airways about them changing their policy to no longer allow guitars on board.
What I normally ask people on this is, I know we've started with you talking about poetry and stuff. What's your top 3 films? If you had to pick films that you really love, that inspire you or whatever.
You told me before, so
I know, I'm sorry, but that's what they put people on the spot with this, because you've got to think of those top 3 films just like that.
Alright, Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet, yep.
Oh wait, Mulholland Drive.
So two David.
It's one of those.
One of David Lynch's films. Well, which do you prefer? Which one do you think's the better film? Because Blue Velvet's got more of the. It's Dustin. Who is it in it?
Isabella Rossellini and.
Who's Dustin? No, it's not Dustin. No, not. Oh, I forgot his name.
Kyle MacLachlan.
Who has the mask?
Oh yeah, Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper. That's Because that's more of a sort of, he does that really weird role. I'd say Mulholland Drive is more of like a, got some creepy moments.
I think Mulholland Drive's about purgatory.
So yeah, you're saying with it's about purgatory. I think, yeah, I agree, because there's that one point where they're at the at that party and there's that little man that comes over to him and says, "Oh, I know you. I'm at your house right now." There's all like creepy moments of that. Do you not remember?
I don't know. I just remember I've watched it probably 5 or 6 times, and it wasn't until actually probably more than that. The last time I watched it, that came to me that's what it was about, and then I started.
Yeah.
But I haven't read about it.
Yeah, there's all really little weird things in there. What's your other? Well, you said Blue Velvet and Mulholland Drive, but you can do those as a draw. I'll let those be.
Oh shit!
The finest fella.
I told you to keep going. I don't.
Other 2. They don't have to be. They don't have to be any. Oh, they can just be ones that you enjoy a lot.
I can't think of the name of it, but the director who also after this did The Killing of a Sacred Deer. One before that.
What? Janos. Oh, I forgot his surname. Yeah, I know his name's Janos.
The one with the one in the forest. You know?
The Lobster. You like The Lobster? Okay, yeah, The Lobster's.
I really like Dogtooth as well.
Dogtooth is, for me, it's like sometimes on my channel I speak about disturbed movies. Oh, the camera's moved as well.
Was that fire over there?
Where? Something going on. I've got you out of shot now.
I think I have ADD. I've decided recently.
Well, that's then we have
Probably everybody
something in common then.
Yeah.
To me as well. But no, I Dogtooth. When I spoke about disturbing movies, I think that is quite a disturbing movie, just of all the weird subject matters that they have in it. But so what? The Lobster's one of your other favourites.
And maybe just because it's Christmas and I just watched it the other day, I really love The Grinch.
You love The Grinch. Which
It's
one?
so
Is it the Jim? Is it Jim?
good.
Oh yeah, you watched Jim Carrey one. So you post on Instagram who found the Grinch a bit attractive.
Said sexy actually.
Sexy, okay,
Anybody else
sex-
find The Grinch a bit
Right,
sexy?
in the comments down below,
I'm
everyone.
not even in the camera, Luke.
I know we've got you out of shot now.
I confess, I find The Grinch a bit sexy.
Who else found the Grinch?
46% of people, including 3 of our other family members, so maybe
Found the
that's-
Grinch sexy. Who?
Mhm.
What other family members? Mum, did she find the Grinch
She
sexy?
doesn't watch my Instagram stories, thank
Okay,
God. It's my last
who-
bit of privacy I've got.
Okay,
She
who?
hasn't figured that out yet.
Yeah, Mum and Dad haven't figured out Instagram, so that's the.
No, she's got Instagram. She knows
She's
how
got
to
Instagram.
stalk people on Instagram, but she doesn't know how to watch stories.
that's weird. I don't. Mum has never.
She hasn't got Instagram. She just goes on the website.
Oh, okay. Well, she never found me. Who were the other family members find the Grinch sexy?
I shouldn't name the share. Classy.
Yeah. If that's your kink, yeah, the Grinch.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's him or if it's Jim Carrey, but I don't usually find Jim Carrey sexy. But there's,
Nah.
I don't know. There's something about him.
I started watching The Mask again the other day, and that hasn't dated well, that film,
Well,
but
actually, I think I used to have a crush on The Mask.
on The Mask as well.
When it
something
first
about
came
something
out.
about green people then. So so we got Mulholland Drive or Blue Velvet, The Lobster, and The Grinch.
Yeah, I feel like that's not really my favourite.
A nice mix. I thought Paris to Texas was one of the ones that you.
Oh, I love Paris, Texas. Thank you.
Yeah. See, I know this stuff.
Thank you.
I remember one of our favourite films as a kid was Titanic, but when I look at Titanic now,
Yeah,
it's not-
Titanic's a really good film.
It's a good film, but I don't know how we watched it on repeat as kids. I remember us having it on VHS and watching it so much that we wore the tape out. But it's 3 hours.
Really?
It's 3 hours and 14 minutes long.
Well, I rewatched it a few years ago because I used to live in New York, and when I moved there, what year was that? 2011. I sailed on the Queen Mary 2 with my mum, it was like the same voyage as the Titanic from Southampton to New York, and so I watched it. I didn't watch it before because I thought that might freak me out. But I watched it after because I felt like I was on Titanic. when I was there. And I knew I realised I knew every word, so that makes
Really?
sense that we used. I don't have a very good, strong memory of my childhood.
Like, the only reason I
don't
really
remember
remember
a lot
it
of
is because I think that was when I realised my sexuality because of Leonardo Dicaprio.
Tell me. I had his poster from that era inside my wardrobe door, and I used to adjust the height all the time as I grew, so that he was always a little bit taller than me, and that's so that I would go on my tiptoes to kiss the poster. Were you also doing that?
So we've done the movies. What type of music do you? What's your favourite music at the moment?
I just like old rock. Oh, I was just listening to a show on BBC Six when I was driving to pick you up about the Dark Side of the Moon, which is really weird because our dad was just playing it.
He always plays
before I
that.
left.
Dark Side of the Moon is the thing that he always played a lot as when I was a kid and when I was in college and that. And there's the band the Mars Volta. I don't know if you ever heard them. They have songs that are about half an hour long, but they always have like this break where it's all jazz. Yeah. But it's more like jazzy music. But
Is that going to be annoying?
yeah, it's probably gonna be quite.
It's going to be hot.
You can turn the heating down.
Can you?
But no, that's why. Yeah, Pink, Dark Side of the Moon, and Mars Volta. I think that's what Mars Volta definitely got very influenced by Pink Floyd's.
I went to a couple of years ago. I went to the forest in Connecticut by myself and stayed in a little log cabin that didn't have full enclosed walls. It was like all like intertwined branches, so you were kind of like inside and outside. And I ate mushrooms and listened to Pink Floyd was my soundtrack, and
Yeah, that's one that's gonna trip you out even more. I think.
they knew everything. Everything was perfectly in sync.
Yeah.
They know something.
I wonder if there's anything ever with. It probably is with playing. You know, if you play Pink Floyd record backwards or something like that.
No, you just have to play it forwards and do mushrooms. You'll learn everything.
Did Pink Floyd? Is there any others? You said old rock and roll music.
That whole genre is kind of all I listen.
So you like T-Rex?
I love T-Rex and Led Zeppelin and Yellow and I love the Cramps. Actually, the Cramps is my favourite band in the whole world.
The Cramps.
Do you like the Cramps?
I haven't really listened to much of their stuff, but
they're like later punk.
yeah. Did you ever like The Cure?
I love The Cure.
Okay, yeah.
But new stuff. My favourite album this year, which I actually think came out the year before, but I just started listening to it this year, is Whitney, Light Upon the Lake.
Okay.
Have you listened to that?
No.
It's good.
What type of music is that?
I suppose it's like guitar-y, poppy.
Guitar-y poppy. So.
I don't know. I suppose it would be called pop, but
Yeah.
not like pop. I don't know.
Is there any other bands that you've liked this year or in the past few years?
Just when you got in the car, before you got in the car, this song was on the radio that I think I've heard one other of recently, and I just listen to BBC Six every day on the app, even when I'm in LA, even though it's like different time zones, and I like save songs from there that I hear and add them to my playlist. And I think it's the second one I heard from this person, but I don't know anything about them, called BC Campfire.
Okay. What type of music is?
I don't know. I'm not very good at genres.
Yeah, I think I just listened to a
What do
lot.
you listen to? I saw that you went. Did you go to see Blood Orange, or you were just listening to Blood Orange?
I just listened to Blood Orange. I liked their new album because I didn't know they'd released a new album. I only found out this week they'd released a new one. But I really like all their really like the last album, and the newest album was really good. I don't really go to many gigs. I think the last gig I went to was an artist called Nothing Nowhere that I like. But he's more rap music, but it's more that he raps about real life things. So his newest song that he released was about him cancelling his tour because of depression. I still listen to a lot of hardcore and metal.
See.
Yeah. And my dad always enjoyed when I used to play that in the house.
Like what?
It's just more heavy stuff.
I love Black Sabbath.
Well, no, it's
that
nothing
count?
like that. It's more like actual, not singing vocals.
I can do a really good mental scream. Do you want to hear?
Go on then.
Oh no, sorry. Whoa! No, that wasn't it. I can only do it when I'm cold, I think.
When you're cold. I used to do. I've got really bad. Do you want me to try my one?
Yeah. We're kind of on the same time, I think.
Yeah. No, I listen to a lot of that. I'll move on to another.
Hurt my throat.
That hurt your throat. You've got what you got to do. You take it from your diaphragm. You've got to take it from the stomach, and instead of doing it inwards, you got to make like a, you know, when you like make a sigh noise. So you're like, so then it goes to.
It just does kind of amazing.
Books. Do you like books?
Yeah, I love books.
What's your favourite book?
My favourite book.
Yeah.
I think my favourite novel ever actually is Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Okay.
I also love The Alchemist. My favourite author is Murakami.
I think I got you a few of that. Yeah.
You got me a few of those before. Although I'm just reading his latest one. That is the first he's published in a while. It came out this year, and it's not as good as the old.
How come?
I'm struggling. It's a massive book. It's like 1,000 pages or something. But I've been reading it for 3 weeks already, and I'm only halfway through.
Oh, so you're not really into it.
Yeah. But I read a lot of poetry books.
Favourite poet?
It's quite controversial, but I think it's Charles Bukowski.
How come that's quite controversial now?
Well, I think it's controversial. A partridge!
Was partridge about there?
Can you see it?
I think you do have aid.
It's just controversial because he for a kind of like feminist woman, it's a bit strange because a lot of his. Well, actually, I think this is more.
Wait a second. Sorry, this is
He can come across very kind of brash and almost sexist and objectifying of women when you first read his work.
Yeah.
But I find there's a lot more like tenderness in his writing.
Okay.
Which is apparent. There's a really good documentary about him called Born Into This. He's just a sad old guy with a big Leonard Cohen. And I love Richard Brautigan and this woman called Joan Murray.
I normally ask on the next bit. I normally ask is you don't really read comic books, do you?
No, I have read one comic. It was a graphic novel.
What was it?
By Jonathan Ames, called The Alcoholic.
Okay, how was that?
Do you know who Jonathan Ames is? He did Bored to Death, that HBO series
I never,
Jason Schwartzman.
I never saw that. Oh.
Ted, what's his name? Ted, with white hair.
I never saw it, but
it's really good. He's a really, really funny writer. Actually, you should read some of his stuff. But no, sorry, Luke, I don't know much about comics.
Computer games is my next thing. Do you play any? We used to play The Sims a lot. We did.
I loved The Sims.
That was our thing. I remember we got a PC, and we didn't just have the Sims just in the little disc. It was actually in the big, old cardboard boxes.
Did that make a difference?
Well, no, that doesn't make a difference. But it used to be such silly packaging that it was a big cardboard box. You'd open up the cardboard box, and then it would just have the little disc inside the cardboard box.
But I think I like The Sims so much because I like designing the houses, and then I liked making them fall in love and make babies.
And then we used to download packs and stuff for it, and
I knew the
know the cheats, Rosebud.
The money cheat. It was like Rosebud semicolon M.
And then you'd have the one where you could move them about as well. Move anything about, pause the game, quickly move stuff.
I don't remember that. I like games. I don't have like any means to play computers. Actually, before I moved away from England, when I was like kind of depressed and bored.
Yeah.
I used to spend like every single night just on Angry Birds. like completing the level and then going back to try and get 3 stars on every single one.
Do you still play it now?
And I love racing games. But I like real games more than computer games. I love playing cards.
Playing cards?
Cards, yeah.
Didn't you play Scrabble with Mum the other night?
Played Scrabble with Mum and Dad. I got slaughtered.
And what did Mum start the game with?
Cunt.
Started the game with cunt. Can you even use that in Scrabble?
Yeah, it's in the dictionary.
So it's allowed to be used in there? Oh.
Actually, do you know what? We didn't question it.
Didn't question it,
I didn't question it. It's a word.
Yeah.
But apparently it was her only option.
You sure about that? Well, we're almost back at home.
Has this been interesting?
I think it's been interesting. I think you spoke about your poetry, you've spoken about the poets that you're into, you spoke about the films that you do enjoy. It's just all this thing is, the coffee vlog isn't about that it has to be super interesting. It's just I like to have a conversation with someone, know about them.
How many people watch it?
Well, the first one's only on 83 views, but it's still, people watching it.
More than 3.
Yeah, more than but no, that's what I know. You're my sister, but I still thought it'd be fun to do an episode with you.
What do you mean? As if that's not very cool?
Oh,
sorry, I didn't indicate. Sorry, man.
Is there? Oh, the camera almost fell there. So, how I normally end this? Is there anything you would recommend to people? A film that they should watch?
I was about to give like deep life philosophical advice.
No. You can if you want, but a film, a book, anything.
Everybody should read The Alchemist. And I love Quadrophenia. That's one of my favourite films. That just reminded me.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody.
So as we're almost home, we'll end it here.
Oh, I wanted to say something better.
It's fine. You can
That guy's got his flies undone.
Oh, what's he doing? Just a guy doing up his flies on the side of the road. We've recommended Alchemist. Any film that someone should watch?
Go watch one of my films. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, what film were you in recently?
Oh, you're going to have to move that.
Right, we'll quickly just end it here.
Alright, you can add the link.
Yeah, just say your film and then we'll say bye. What's your film? What film were you in recently?
Oh, it's not out yet, so that's no good, but you could watch one of my older ones. But you should go watch Vex.
Vex, okay, yeah, watch Vex. Jasmine Poulton, my sister. Thank you for being on the.
Oh no, I wasn't looking at the camera.
Thank you for being
I was looking at the viewfinder.
Thank you for being in the coffee vlog today.
You're welcome.
That's all from us, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.